Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your 2019 yearly reading. This is an overview of all 12 months, just for the energy of how it's going to go. We're not going to get into too much detail. This is a general reading, which means it is for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm going to pray and shuffle both decks. If you follow me, you already know this is how it works. And if you're new to my channel, then the general reading is for a collective. If you'd like a private reading, please go to royalmystic.com and you can book your time and date. It already compensates for whatever time zone you're in. So thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods, and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here along with our higher selves to allow Cancer to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. Thank you so much, Divine. You are always welcome here, and your presence and energy and information are very appreciated. Thank you so much for being here. So this has been an amazing 2018. I'm looking forward to 2019. I'm already jumping ahead there. It's going to be amazing too. We'll just take that into consideration. So January is starting with this wonderful Queen of Swords. February, March, April, May, June, awesome. July, awesome. August, September, oh, October, awesome. November, awesome. And December, leaving things that no longer serve you behind. And your underlying energy is the World card. I'm not leaving the whole stack down because it just makes it hard for me to reach around. So, it would be a perfect circle if we weren't dealing with camera lens restriction. So I've only got so much room on my little table here, and I don't have the several $1,000 camera that I'm dealing with. So, but what I do have works perfectly for me. Here we have the Queen of Swords starting off January. This might be standing your ground for some of you, standing up and saying how you want things to be or telling your truth. This may be something you've been holding in for a while, trying to acquiesce for other people. Cancer is very soft-hearted, but very hard-shelled. And they will speak their mind and tell you really, you may not want to hear it, but they're going to give it to you. Very sharp claws. They'll pinch the snot out of you. So we have the Judgment card coming up next, which is a blast from the past in February. So this is something resurfacing from the past. It could be a person, place, or thing. It might be a second chance at something. It might be something that was lost and that resurfaces or is recovered. I'm hearing recovered. So that would be great. In the March position, you have a great foundation via your career. This is good communication and stability regarding work. In April, you're dealing with trying to get something finished that's been a long haul. So you'll be really happy to be closing that down, not really closing it down. It's more like zipping it up is what they're saying. Zipping it up, zipping that up, getting it nice and packed away. You have the Hanged Man here, so in May, it looks like you're going to be trying to discern something. This is sitting down or hanging upside down, truthfully. Suspending yourself in a position so that you can look at something from every angle and have like a bird's eye view of it. So this is trying to make a decision about something. And the Nine of Pentacles shows up in June. This is an excellent card. This is being very independent and self-sufficient, self-reliant, being able to have what you need without having to depend on someone else. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to be solo. It just means that you have your own worth. You have your own means. You don't owe it to anyone else, and you can provide for yourself, which takes a burden off of any relationship, because if you can provide for yourself and you're not dependent on the other person, it gives you a little bit more freedom. You don't feel like you're a burden, and you don't have that negative connotation every time there's something you need to pay for or something you want. It leaves you feeling beholden if you end up with something like that. So we've got the Moon card next, which is the beautiful Cancer sign. That is your crab right down there with divine timing. So something is coming to light. I always recommend with this card that you get yourself in a position of your chakras being balanced, because it shows one side with all the chakra colors over here, and this side is not. So this side is just solid white. Now, it doesn't mean that it's bad, because there's room for that to happen. I didn't address the World card right away, so I'm going to do that now because they're drawing my attention to it. The thing about the World card is you're entering a new cycle right out of the chute. That's what this whole year is going to be about, is the champion. Making it to the top of the podium, making your mark, being very confident, being very self-reliant. And that's what is marked right here with this 9. So I want you to know that's a big deal. This is a victory. This is the top of the trophy. I mean, this is the pinnacle of what you're trying to get to, is right here, and you make it, and you're in that divine light. So this revelation, this release of information, or whatever the enlightenment is that comes with this, is assisting you to get to that. Here is the balance, and you must have balance to balance yourself on this, okay? And this is your balance of time and money. This is your balance of stability, okay? So work-life balance, time and finance balance. That's in your August. Then in September, the sun comes out like none other. This is the Sun card, opening up the universe, giving you a gateway here. This is a gateway opening up for blessings and wonderful happiness. This is the happiest card in the tarot. That means everything's coming up roses. Wonderful blessings, beautiful, beautiful timing. Everything falls into place at the right time with this card. The very next card in October is the 9 of Cups. And this is your wishes being granted. The universe is saying yes. So whatever your heart's desire is happening. And for some of you, it's a new relationship. So if it's not a new relationship, it's a emergence of how this undying love is happening. This is a unity, okay? You see how it's coming in with this beautiful energy raining down into both of them. So if it's not someone, like if you have no hope of having another person, or you just don't see it happening, just know that this can also be an ascension for your soul. This is also your higher self, leveling up. So in any way, if it's with another person or with your human self and your soul, this is an amazing card and amazing energy. So either way, it is good, and it is fulfilling and sustainable. Very last card is allowing yourself to leave what no longer serves you behind. Dropping the old stuff that you've just been wagging along with you your whole life, or your whole grown life. Let go of all that old stuff. You've got to make room for new things. And it's time. It's high time. We just got to clear the energy. So let's, we prayed on these, but I'm going to shuffle them a couple times. Garden of Eden again, reaffirming. Lovers of the Garden of Eden, awesome. And the King of Swords is the underlying energy. So having the World card with the King of Swords is awesome. He is the protector. He is the Archangel Michael. Somebody's going to try to knock you off that podium, and he's going to swing that sword and knock them out. So he's helping protect you when you're at this point. And I keep hearing pentacle, but not like pentacle coin, like at the top of your game. When you get to the top, there's always somebody trying to knock you down. Okay, they're always trying to take you down a peg or two, trying to get on top themselves. So don't worry about it. You're covered, you're protected, and the Archangel Michael is here to assist you. Just remember that we have to invoke them if you feel like you need to have his protection immediately. Like if you feel threatened, you've got to ask for it, because they cannot intercede without being called. We have free will, and they're not allowed to intervene in any way unless you ask. That's one of the rules of being an angel. So, Queen of Swords, standing up, being independent, speaking your mind, doing what you have to do. Nine of Pentacles. I can do what I have to do, and I can support myself, and I'm very strong and independent, and I don't need anyone pulling me down. Don't bring me down. That's the way this goes. She's very independent, and she's going to tell you. Okay, so it can be a man as well. They're very, very self-sufficient. Cancer is very self-sufficient. Judgment card coming in, resurrecting something, and whatever it is, it's bringing in a profit. It's bringing in a brand new. This is like a restoration of what was taken from you. Okay, so that's that resurrection of something that was taken. I feel like that's really what's happening. You're being restored from what was wrongfully taken from you, some of you. Four of Wands, very strong communication, very good foundation with your work, with your job, stable. Knight of Pentacles, more money coming in, so stick with it. Some of you are going to make a change. Here is the Nine of Wands, where you're bringing it to an end. So a lot of you are feeling very strong and supported here in March, but others are going to make a change. They're closing this out, and they're starting a new adventure. They're beginning a new cycle. The Fool is the 0 in the Major Arcana. That's a circle unbroken. Now remember, you see that little tiny bag? It's very small. So if you were going to go somewhere and you had to get rid of all your junk to go, and you could only bring what can fit in that bag, that'd pare you right on down to some really strong essential things, right? So that's how you got to think about it. This card up here that's talking about leaving all the old stuff and only taking what you can, that's all you can take. So if that were the truth right now, what would those things be? That tiny little bag isn't going to hold much. And you see how this is a young person depicted here? It's what it's saying is, go into the new beginning with the heart of a child, with the innocence of a child, with no idea of what you may now know as a grown person, what you may be in fear of. Just open your heart and trust the universe, and allow yourself to innocently proceed without any presumptions, without any premeditated failure already programmed in your mind. Because it is a new experience, and you need to live it that way. So here's the Hanged Man. Precariously, but not, okay? You can get down at any time. And this is telling you, if you're going to really look, if you want to seek, if you want to see things and you want to seek, go within. What you need is not outside of you, it's within you. And this is that inner light, and this is your path. So the Hermit is talking about, allow yourself to go within, seek within yourself what you need, because your soul knows. Your higher self already knows. And if you'll meditate and get quiet and still, instead of, we sit down and we start talking to God. Talk. Well, you're not listening when you're talking. You're thinking about what you're going to say next. So that time outside when you sit in nature and in the back porch with your coffee early in the morning or late in the evening when the wind is blowing, or if you're just sitting looking out the window if it's really cold outside and you're watching the snow, be still and listen for the universe. Listen for the clues. Your higher self will open up and tell you. You'll get the idea. Divine thought happens in those moments. Nine of Pentacles and the Lovers. So Eve wasn't alone in the Garden of Eden, right? So it takes two. And here's the Lovers. So it's saying you can be harmonic and happy and in love and have all these wonderful things and be self-sufficient. You can still be independent. It's not like somebody's going to take that away from you, but you can bridge a relationship with another person. And if this isn't about a relationship with another person, like I said before with the lovers, it can be your higher self that you're bonding with. Allow that. And this is part of the seeking, is what you find within yourself. And truly begin to love yourself, and allow yourself to realize you're a divine being in a human body. We're here having a human experience, but we're all divine. So here's the moon giving you the some kind of revelation. Okay, the moon is the light, and it is your soul just coming alive here in this divine timing. So when you get yourself in this quiet place and let the meditation work, all of a sudden this side's going to light up, and it's going to be revealed to you. Something important that you need will be revealed, and what comes with it is the slate being cleaned. So this is a new beginning coming in to open up and show you a new way, and leave all the old junk behind. There's a running theme here. I see it is you've got to let go of the old junk. Okay, you've got new things coming. You've got to release. Two of Pentacles, balancing yourself, keeping yourself in balance, not letting yourself get carried away with fear and worry and old habits and old junk, old people that no longer belong in your life, that only want to suppress or be nasty and be ugly. These are people that are just really vicious, and it can be your own self. Sometimes we're very vicious to ourselves. We talk to ourselves in a very bad way. And it's just a program running in the back of your head from when you were very young because of someone talking to you that way. So please don't allow yourself to get too hard on yourself. And if it is another person, get them out of your life. This would be a codependent relationship that's just nasty and ugly, and you might even feel nauseous when you're around this person if it's another person. They're just that negative. So here we have the Sun card with beautiful blessings coming in, happiness and joy. And the Five of Swords, which is staking a false claim. Okay? So someone else may be saying, this is only happening for you because of me. Because I told you to do X, Y, Z. Or, this is all this good stuff. You owe me something for that because you got it and I deserve it. Okay? So be careful. Watch for people trying to stake their claim on your happiness and joy. And also don't let your cart come before your horse. Let this fully set in. Let this big energy that's coming up next. This is September, and you've got to guard yourself from letting somebody block your flow. Okay, don't let them hold you back. When this opens up and it's time for you to make moves, you don't need someone else blocking your path. Then we have the Nine of Cups, which is your destiny, your whatever your heart's desire is being granted. You're happy, you're content, you're celebrating, and the Wheel of Fortune is coming in. So you want to talk about some divine timing. This is the Wheel of Karma. This is all about blockages being removed that have been in your maybe many lifetimes have been there, and now it's being released. Your karmic debt is paid, and you go from last to first. Boom, like that. So, holy moly, these two cards are amazing. Your October is going to be off the chain. The Lover's card, you'll know when it's time to take action. This is that higher self moment or a relationship. So someone may be coming in to try to sweep you off your feet. And then we have the Seven of Swords, which is releasing what no longer serves you so that you can receive what's about to be ripe on the vine for you. This is the Seven of Pentacles. It's not quite ready to be picked, but it's on the way. So you got to make space. You got to make space for the bounty of what's about to come in. This is an amazing year, Cancer. Love this read. This is beautiful. The energy's great. There's a lot of restoration, a lot of victories, a lot of change, a lot of love, and glorious, glorious, big energy movement to allow you to proceed. So if you've been feeling stuck, coming October, September, October, it's going to be on and popping. So many blessings to you. It's been a great 2018. I can't wait for this next year to spend this time with you guys. I couldn't have done it without you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so, so much. And namaste. I'll see you soon.